Drop that in the lake.
See, it works again now. I didn't do nothing to it but set it in the box for 2 days. They were biting so good back there, you wouldn't believe it, man. It was like every third cast he was catching a 3.5 pounder, it seemed like. Or missing a monster or something. They're spinning out of control.
Crazy how they're like that one night and then
Yeah, it's all that barometric pressure, I'm telling you. That's the only thing it can be. When the front comes through, they shut down. About like if it got 30 degrees tomorrow, nobody would go out of the house tomorrow. You know, they'd all stay home, wait for the next day when it's 80 again. There's a blow up right there, right out there on the edge of the moss. Oh, something just took it under. I didn't see it, but I felt it, and I looked up, my bait was gone. I was looking up at something else. Mike was throwing his double plop all the way up in that shit.
good for about 2 casts in that.
Yeah, he didn't catch any. He only caught 2 all day. Or all night. I caught 7. But he was trying, man. It wasn't for lack of effort. I'm gonna tell you what, he was everywhere with that thing. Got him. Yep. I did what Roland Martin said. I let it sit there till all the ripples went away. Twist it one time. He barely hit it. Get off, Fitz. Oh, I just snagged him in the gills. Yep, my thumb's a little better. That didn't hurt too bad when he yanked on my thumb there. Hang on, buddy. We'll get you off there. Hey, we caught a fish, dude. I mean, that's better than we've been doing. I mean, I caught 2 today, but this one would have ate them 2. I'm not kidding you. They were tiny little things. All right, that's 1-0, by the way. I'm just saying. Don't tell nobody I'm throwing this Whopper Plopper. Especially don't tell my Double Plop down there in the bottom of the boat why he's not being used, because well, that's the only bad thing about Double Plop. They don't have a large variety of color. There's another one. Oh, he got off. Man, he hammered that thing. I think I got a terrible hook set on that thing. Was not. Yeah, I was not prepared for that. I was too busy talking. Well, that's a good sign. Caught one and missed one, and we ain't even to the good spot yet. What, is it sinking? That's what I like about my new frog. It's got such a big hole in it that the water goes out when you cast it. You don't ever have to squish water out of it. I've never squished water out of one of them frogs once. Man, where's the shade at? Right in here is where I had one blasted in the openings there. And I set the hook really good, drug him out of that crap, and as soon as he come into the water, he jumped up and spit it out. He says, Roland says, always have a backup bait, which is a Cinco. He said a 5-inch Cinco. He's got an 1/8 ounce sinker on it. He said, you miss an explosion with this thing and it misses. He said, just pick up the Cinco. Halftime, he said, I don't even reel the other one in. I just pick it up and immediately throw that Cinco in there. He got that fish located. He said 9 times out of 10, he's going to hit that Cinco before it hits the bottom. We caught a bunch of them right out here on this point right here, this point of this moss right here. Yep. We caught a bunch of them right there, 2 or 3 of them. Out of the... Hey, man, I'm pointing at you. Turn around, look, my lure's underwater. Hi, baby. Get that hook out of you before it hooks something. Oh, get in the water. Get in the water. Not in the boat. There's no water in the boat. I got it. Man, look at that little fish flopping around.
Here, buddy.
Yeah. Man, I should like pay attention. I can enjoy catching these fish. Oh, big fish. Big fish. I don't know how big, but that thing made a huge splash. Loosen my drag up here. Oh my God, dude. Here he comes. Got him. Wow, man, he made a big splash for not such a big fish, but he's nice, and I'll take him.
Barely hooked.
Yep, I turned all my drag completely off, so he couldn't pull real hard on it. Wow, that was a huge explosion.
Nice one.
Yeah, if he'd have missed, I said that was a 7-pounder. Yeah, he is a nice one. He's probably 4 pounds. Or damn close to it. Dad's gonna be mad because I didn't bring him here today because I didn't think they'd be biting here today. Yeah. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Hand me my scales in the front there for you. Right there in that, nope, right there you got your hand over him. Nope, your other hand. Your other hand's over him. No, your hand was over him. Your hand is over him, right there. Right there. Here, hold on.
Okay. I guess I'd say 4 or 5.
That's pretty close. I'd say you're probably spot on. Four two.
4-2.
4-2. Hey, chill, dude. Chill, dude. Wow.
Okay.
Very nice fish.
Yep.
See you, buddy.
Good one.
I like to drop them in so they're going nose first in the water, so they're like swimming right away.
Yeah.
All right.
4-2, man. You're putting it on today.
Man, that's 3-0, by the way.
3-0.
I just got ready to tell you that the other night when we was here, I turned around and cast it up to this bank and caught that 3-6. I think that's where I caught that one. I caught one right there. It was real nice anyway. Man, he thumped that dude, didn't he?
That's pretty close to where I caught that one last time.
Yeah, this is the lake my dad, when I lived on Paint Mill, he come over, he said, man, we massacred him out there at the Legion yesterday, son. Can you go out there with me? I said, yeah, how many did you catch? He said, we caught about 15. We had probably 10 over 5 pounds. Like, what? And I'm telling you, we were massacring them on the weedless frogs. We had a blast. Like, really? We come out here and we're sitting like right over there. Catches one. It was so little that as soon as I seen it, I just turned around and kept fishing. You know, he gets on the phone about a minute later. Yeah, I'm out here fishing with my boy out here at the Legion. Yeah, not doing too bad. We just got here, but I caught one about 3.5 pounds. I stopped fishing, turned around, looked at him like that. He's like what? You know, He gets off the phone. He goes, what the hell was that look for? I said, where was I at when you caught a 3.5 pounder? Well, you just saw me catch that fish, son. I said, Dad, I'm going to be really nice because I really didn't see it come out of the water. I just looked at it in the water. That fish maybe, and I'm being extremely nice, at the most, 1.5 pounds. Oh, no way. Oh, yeah, Dad. That fish was nowhere near 3 pounds. You got to be kidding me. Got a swirl right there. Where you at? Oh, you got a frog. So then we leave here and we go over to the other lake and I catch one. It's about 2.5 pounds. It's a pretty decent little fish. He goes, there's a 5 pounder. I'm like, what? I said, Dad, that's not a 5 pounder. Well, how much do you think that weighs? About 2.5 pounds, maybe. No freaking way. That's a 5 pounder. He said, we was catching them all day over there the other day. They were 5 pounds. Okay. Well, let's get the scales out. So I had these little scales that had the spring activated, you know, little cheapo $5 scales, you know. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. He goes, well, damn, go to hell. I said, here, you need these more than I do. You keep them. About 2 weeks later, he comes in, throws them things on the kitchen table. You keep these fucking things. I was having a lot more fun without them. I said, well, I imagine catching 5 5-pounders in one day. And they end up being all 2.5 pounders. I mean, that's still a good day. But 5 5-pounders in one day, that's a great day. That's like biblical for that cast. Man, look at that. That was a big swirl right there. I scared that fish with that cast. Might have been a carp or something, but that was a big fish. Throw one over there. That's 2 of them big swirls we've had. Spooking a fish. We're a little close to him. Probably back off a little bit. Yep, you finally caught a fish and the camera wasn't on. But there it is. Look at that. Look at the thing. Put a 5-aught hook in that dude and you can fish with him.
No kidding.
Hey, but I'm tell you what, he'd have ate 2 of them fish I caught this morning. I'm not kidding you. They were tiny now. You couldn't get your thumb in their mouth. They were so little. All right, so now we got. I'll be lucky to get this one out because they're all tangled up in each other. Right there it is. Yeah, it's in a freaking knot right there. There's a whole bunch of little V's in there, stopping this thing from coming out. That one's holding her line, and this one's holding that one. And these 3, there's 3 right here. This thing is not coming out. I don't have time to mess with it. That's a bad one. You got them scissors I gave you?
Yeah, somewhere here.
Excellent. I got to retie. Okay, there's that. Do not throw your fishing line in the lake. I mean, throw your partner in the lake. Throw your girlfriend in the lake. Throw your dogs in the lake. Not your fishing line. Gets in your trolling motor and everything else, not to mention it's bad for wildlife. I got it. I'm ready to go. That's the first backlash that I've had in probably 20 years that I couldn't get out. And I probably could have got that one out if I had time to mess with it a little more. I just didn't have time to give it the effort that it needed. It was a bad one. There was like 5 or 6 deals holding up the main line and 5 or 6 holding up them. So it may not have ever came out. I didn't have time to find out. That's the simplest knot right there. 3 knots on the end of the line, 1 knot on the end, tie it around, and there you go. Now what do I got? There we go. All right, now let's go catch a fish. $5-pounder on the next cast. All right, bud. Got a Whopper Plopper or the Double Plop?
Double.
Yeah. Somebody send that picture to Roland Martin. He'll quit using those Whopper Ploppers. The only reason I'm using it is because I wanted black. You know, what I'm thinking about doing is getting some black spray paint, just painting one of mine black. I'm gonna might do something like that, and I also thought about when it was wet, just covering it with salt to give it like a little flavor. You know, if they bite it, they think it's real, and they'll hang on to it. I mean, can't hurt nothing. Yeah. Of course, I'm a dumbass. The salt's gonna melt as soon as it hits the water. I never thought about that until just now. See, that's why I don't make lures. There was a huge blow up right where I just landed last night, or the other night. We were down at that end. We just come through here and turned around, was going to fish this back, and I mean, it was a huge explosion right here. If we don't catch any more, next time I'm coming here at 5:30. They seem to be biting during the day. Where was it at?
There.
I seen a little one right there. Is that it?
On up there on the bank.
Yeah, there was a huge one. Oh, I see it up there. Hey, something just hit it. Little bluegill's pecking at it or something. Of course, that's what Bob thought on that other lake, one right by the other side of the road where we parked.
Rock bass or something.
Yeah, he thought it was a rock bass because they were just tearing his little salamander up. Yeah, he caught that 8.5-pounder on a salamander, casting over a tree that was in the water. And he's like, look at that. You look at his line's going tap, 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 tap. Another rock bass. And I'm like, dude, you gonna catch that fish or what? It's just another rock bass. He sets the hook and it's 8 pounds, 8 ounces, biggest fish I ever seen. In person anyway, in the same boat I'm fishing in. I seen a 10-pounder in a tournament, but it was actually probably only an 8.8 because it ate a 1.5-pound bass in a live well. Not too unsure they didn't force that fish down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make it bigger. That's a bad thing about this lake is there's so few places to cast. And when it gets dark, you can't see where to cast.
Yeah.
And like paint mill, you just cast anywhere when the weeds are gone, you know. Oh, and he gets off. He was a 1.5-pounder.
Yeah. So let him take it a little longer.
Bummer. No, but they are hitting top water a little bit out there. You can see them doing it. Just not hitting our top water, you know. Let's fish this one more time. Then we're out of here. Never know when you're going to catch a 6-pounder. And I think, honestly, that all the big fish are on the other side of this grass. In that canal. Because every bluegill in the freaking lake's in there. When this is broad daylight, you look down there, you don't see any bluegill. You don't see any crappie. You don't see any small bass. But you go in that canal, and I bet I took one trip down that canal, and I swear I bet I saw 1,000 bluegill. About 200 little 6-inch bass. And that's where I'd be if I was a big bass. There's all kinds of food over there. But now it's so mossed in, you can't even get back there. We was lucky to get back there in March. Come on, one more big explosion. I was up till 12:30. Well, I was in the computer room till 12:30 making that video last night. Then it took all night long to download. Yeah. And I went to bed at about 12:30. Laid there until about 1:30 watching TV. Finally tried to go to sleep. Woke up at 2:30. Couldn't go to sleep. Got up, went in there and played on the computer for about till 4. Got up at 5:15 and went fishing. So I might have had 2 or 3 hours sleep last night. It is. Well, I did take a nap yesterday from about 6 to 9. So I got those 3 hours in there. You're gonna say, y'all try that weedless frog way back up in there. Oh, I about yanked that meat out of the water. He's so little. Quick release, I love it. Hey, got my damn bait hooked on the carpet though. And every freaking thing else. Ouch. And now on me. That's 5. He's a little big guy. He was still bigger than what I caught this morning. You wouldn't believe it. I can't tell you how little them were. I mean, they were just barely bigger than the double plop. That's the only thing I could get a bite on was the double plop. I threw the crankbait, I threw the spinner bait, I threw everything. That's your new rod?
Yeah.
$50, $250. There's a big difference. You know, but $50 it still catches fish. You know? It's like driving a Pinto to work or a BMW. You know, the Pinto still gets you there. BMW just look better and enjoy it more doing it. These idiots talking about left-handed bait casters for right-handed people. So I don't understand why I want to throw a right-handed bait caster and have to switch hands. How's it switching hands? You cast with your right hand, right? You got to hold the reel with your left hand, so you just grab the reel and you start reeling, right? Yeah. Okay, now say I'm got a left-handed reel and I'm right-handed. Okay, now watch how awkward it is. All right, I'm still going to cast right-handed, right? I'm still going to cast. Well, I'm going to hold the reel with my right hand. Well, I got a hold of the handle. I can't grab the reel, so I got to grab the handle that's now on this side, and then I got to grab the reel with this side, and then start reeling. You know what I'm saying? I said people just ain't thinking. I don't know what they're thinking actually. I mean, who in the hell holds a reel like this and fishes? You don't fish a bait caster like that. You always hold the reel. You know. The only reason people throw a spinning rod or reel with the right hand and reel left because you're holding the handle. You don't hold the reel. The reel's underneath the damn rod. So you throw a spinning reel and then you crank. You don't move your hand. With a bait caster, you got to move your hand. It's absolutely retarded for a right-handed person to be throwing a left-handed reel. And I'm going to leave that on here so they can all hear it. You got to switch hands twice, unless you're a moron and you reel like this. You look like Elmer Fudd out there trying to go fishing. Come on, give me one more decent fish. Just a 3/8 or something. I mean, I'll take a 6/8 or a 7/8, but I'll be happy with a 3/8.
I think it ain't a pound, but this...
Yeah, your biggest one got off, didn't it? Well, they ain't biting very good, but I mean, that's a good sign. That I think that front's gone. So what's today? Monday? I'd say Wednesday night here ought to be really good. I'll probably fish it every night this week right here, hoping to catch a big one. If them 4-pounders are roaming around, them 6-pounders are roaming around. You can bet on it. All right. Man, he's a jumper, boy. Better get him in the boat. Heck yeah. That's a pound and a half.
Yep.
They're damn close to it. Hand me my phone. We gotta get a photograph of you at least. It gets you on the Facebook.
Where you at?
I don't know. I thought it was. Oh, I got it. I thought it was on the tackle box. I forgot. I got a phone call from Frank. Oh, that's me. All right, we got one. Now we need a big one. Hey, it's tough fishing right now. I'm telling you, I fished 4 lakes in the last 2 days. 4 different lakes and never caught a fish. No, I take it back. I caught 2 little tiny little 4-inchers this morning.
You caught bait.
I caught bait for today. So that's 4-2?
Yeah.
4-2.
I want to come back.
I gotta save that. Did I save it? One thing about the Whopper Plopper though, it does go through muck better than the Double Plop, because it's so tight that this crap don't get in there. But when it does get in there, you can't get it out. Pretty fish. Look how dark he is.
Well, I caught earlier was dark too. Yep.
See you, buddy. Well, I guess that's another fish. God, I was hoping there could be more big fish like there was Friday. I got him. He's coming in backwards. Did you see that? I mean, I'm like, what the hell is going on? He's coming in upside down and backwards.
Swiped at it. Missed.
Well, I hooked his little butt. Man, I'd say that dude weighs 2.8. No, I'm gonna say 212.
You got a little bit of belly on it.
Yep, I'm gonna say 212.
2.6.
2.6 is your guess? I ain't been off by more than 3 ounces once. God, can I lie? Say it's 2.9, then I'd only be off 3 ounces. It's 2.8. Christ, I'm off 4 ounces. Thank you very much. See you, buddy. Choom, he gone. Ah. Crap, where'd he come from?
He's out.
He was way out
Off
there.
the edge of this.
Yeah. Came. What'd he weigh? Oh, he weighed 2.5, didn't he? Yep. My first guess was right on the money. I said 2.8. And I was like, yeah, that belly's big, man. He's a fat little dude. He might be 212. Now I need like a 3.8 and a 5.8 and have the trifecta. I need to go to Shakamak sometime. Can't go tomorrow, I don't have enough. You know, buzz baits, of course, you're always buzzing it. You know, they hit them all the time. They don't hardly ever hit this thing buzzing. I mean, I have had 2 monsters, buzzing, 2 or 3, and they all got off. Because just no hook set when you're buzzing it and they blast it. So I got to remember, once I got them on there, just to rear back and let them have it one time and set them hooks. Oh, yeah, that was a nice fish. At least they hit it nice. I don't think it's a real nice fish, but man, he hit it hard. I think it's a little guy, actually. Yeah, but man, did he hit that hard or what? Christ, he crunched that thing. He side hooked and everything. God, I thought it was a 3 or 4 pounder right there. Hang on, buddy. I'm gonna get you off there. Hang on. Yeah, maybe not. Don't hook me. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. I got you, buddy. You're free to go. See ya, buddy. That's got to be at least 7. That's what I caught the other night when I was here. What the hell was that? Oh, getting away with the weeds. Man, he hit that hard for a little guy. I'm like, yes, another big one. I'm like, crap, it's a little one. Keep your line up so I don't tangle up on the propeller. It's a bitch to get him off there. We might have to make one more pass. You gotta go anywhere?
Nope.
They're starting to bite a little bit, it seems like. That's right. I'm trying to get by that moss there. Pounder just come up and inhale that thing going through there. But no. They're like, no 5-pounder for you. One of these. I got him twitching it now. I got half of Facebook twitching him. Oh, we there, I didn't see. Can't wait till they're around the bank. They ain't been around the bank all year. You know, normally them big ones are right there at the bank, you know. They ain't been around there all freaking year. We're gonna go up and fish this point, then we'll cut over. I guess we'll fish it one more time if you want to. I mean, we're catching them still. Ain't like they're not biting. I like to see you catch a big one. Of course, you got the biggest fish on the lake already. God, look at that cast. I fished it 20 times. I got a 4.8. You fished it once, I got a 4.12. Something ain't right with that.